There are three. Let's look at three countries. There's Iraq, where we went in big, and it's a mess. There's Syria, where we actually deliberately stayed out of it, starting in 2011. There's chemical weapons being used against Syrians. Hundreds of thousands of people are dead. More than 1 million are displaced. There's Libya, where we went in and got right out and left it open, and now it's completely being taken over by militant Islamists. So the idea that just going into Iraq is a model for disaster is absurd. There are places where we haven't engaged at all that are on fire right now.
But it didn't cost us American lives and trillions of dollars. There's always going to be places in the world that are on fire.
Yeah, but we're arguing two different things. I'm simply saying, what Joe is saying is, we went in and we got a mess. And I'm saying, we went in and there's a mess there. There are places we haven't touched, and there are even more of a mess.
But don't you think that the people in the Middle East have to have a war amongst themselves? Some of them want to live in the 21st century.
They are right now.
And some of them want to live in the 7th century.
Yeah, you know what?
And they need to have that out.
They are having
Mayflower Pacquiao.
Let me tell you something. It is happening. Look what's happening in Yemen right now. All right? It's basically a Shiite-Sunni proxy war.
Sure.
You have the Saudis arming one side, and you have the Iranians arming the other. Well, guess what? President Obama just signed this framework agreement with Iran that will give Iran a nuclear program. We can debate how quickly it'll lead to a nuclear bomb. Let me finish. But they got a nuclear program. The Saudis are already saying, all right, well, if the Iranians get one, we get one. And the Qataris are saying the same thing. And the Egyptians and the Turks aren't going to be far behind. So you want that Sunni Shiite civil war in the region? Fine. Guess what? It's about to be thrown in, a nuclear arms race is about to be thrown into the mix when all these countries want to do Me Too.
That's a lot of leaps you're taking.
It's not a leap. It's they're saying that right now. The Saudis are saying right now.
You leapt from Obama's Iran treaty to Iran has a nuclear weapon.
No.
And now Saudis and
I'm leaping from Obama's announcement of his deal to what the Saudis and the Qataris are saying in response now. They're saying, if you're going to legitimize Iran's nuclear program, we get one too.
But he's not legitimizing it.
How is he not? He's saying they can keep their nuclear program.
No, he's program.
Yes,
not nuclear weapon.
Right. Nuclear program.
Right. And so the Saudis are saying, great, we get one too.
Okay, but a nuclear program is not nuclear weapons.
And it quickly, with a little bit of R&D, becomes a nuclear weapon.
It will much more quickly become one if we don't have the inspectors in there.
I agree.
When the first time United States president raised the issue about Iranian nuclear program, it was Bill Clinton in 1995 asking Boris Yeltsin to stop supplying Iran with Russian nuclear technology.
That's right.
Yeltsin gave him a very vague promise, and Clinton hasn't pushed him. 20 years ago, American president already knew about the potential problem, but again, we are here we are.
Congress tried to block that. We did try, and Clinton vetoed it, as I remember. And I think we passed it over his veto.
You said something that I'm shocked to believe I kind of agree with you on. Okay, I mean, it's like I'm hallucinating here. But you said, wouldn't it be great if we had inspectors in there to prevent Iran from getting its breakout nuclear weapons capability? I completely agree. The problem is the Iranians don't agree. Right? The commander, hold on. The commander of the Revolutionary Guard Corps in Iran has said you cannot inspect military facilities in Iran.
Yeah, that's to win his base. That's the Tea Party of Iran. Yeah. That doesn't mean that's what the final deal is, and you know that.
You tell me what the deal is. The moment the U.S. came out,
if you let them make it, maybe they would.
Well, the moment the U.S. came out, the P5+1 came out with its interim agreement. The foreign minister of Iran said that fact sheet is spin, it's not real. Well, the supreme leader of Iran said sanctions will be removed right away, not the way President Obama is saying.
Let's go back to this.
There's like a Persian version of this document, and then there's an American version of this document, and they're not
the deal isn't cut, and if there is no deal, the other 5 of the P5+1 are going to walk away from the sanctions and trade with Iran, and there will be an arms race in the Middle East. And the hope is that it will be a good enough deal, and we'll all stick together, and one of the other beneficiaries of a good enough deal, even though they don't see it that way yet, is Israel.
I would love a good deal. I do not think this is a good deal, and I think we could get a better deal. This deal was negotiated when Iran's economy was strangled, and oil was being traded at $100 a barrel. Today it's under $50 a barrel. They're under more economic pressure. We can negotiate it.